All right, a bizarre story this morning outside the PGA Championship at Valhalla. The number one golfer in the world, Scottie Scheffler, arrested and booked on multiple charges after an apparent mix-up, but the police are claiming there was a lot more to this. And Scottie, how did he respond today? He had a monster day on the course. So this all started this morning after tragically there was a fatal accident outside of the golf course where a shuttle bus struck a PGA employee, ultimately killing them. So there was a fatality accident. They shut down both lanes going into the course. And so they were trying to get the golfers and the caddies around into the golf course. Scheffler was in a PGA marked vehicle. He had his credentials on the desk, and the police are reporting while Scheffler was stopped, he was disobeying orders. He proceeded to move forward. Then a police officer tried to jump on his car. He then dragged him, according to the police. Then he stopped, and then they pulled him out of the car and arrested him. And it was a hectic scene. It was very confusing. First and foremost, obviously, this was early in the morning. It was still dark out. The police really are dealing with a whole lot of stuff. The event's got a ton of traffic. There's a fatality involved in an accident. So all hell is breaking loose, apparently. Now, Jeff Darlington was on the scene, and this is post after the video. He reported that he came to a stop. The officer was talking to him. I guess there was some confusion. As soon as the officer tried to attach himself to the car, his words, not mine, Scheffler stopped. Then they dragged Scheffler out of the car, threw him up against the car, and arrested him immediately. So it seems like the cops were aggro on this. And if you watch the video, they were aggro on him. So there was a lot going on here. But Scheffler's like, can you help me? Like, do they even know who I am? Like, this is the number one golfer in the world.
I'm back.
So they're just taking him off here, but they are super aggro. I can't wait to see what the police body cam footage is. Now, Darlington's trying to do a good job trying to figure out what's going on. Now, this guy comes in here.
Right now, he's going to jail.
Okay.
He's going to jail, and it ain't nothing you can do about it. Period. There's nothing you can do about it.
Okay.
Okay. Now, do you have
First,
a question?
I'm media. I'm a reporter. Okay. So that's all.
That's fine.
I just want to make sure that's
okay.
known.
But you need to step back over here now.
No problem. You got it.
Okay.
So he shuts him down, tells him he's going to jail. There's nothing you can do about it. I think he thought he was part of Scheffler's team, but he's clearly, he identifies himself as media. So Darlington said that was wild stuff. The police report says, like I said, he dragged the cop, disobeyed orders, injured the cop. The cop saying he had to go to the hospital. He got cuts on his hands and his knees, and he destroyed irreparably his $80 work pants, completely destroyed. Now, Scheffler's attorney is telling a different story. He's saying, there are multiple eyewitnesses. There was one cop telling him to drive around, get on the medium to get around because they were trying to get the players and the caddies in. And then they said another officer was telling him to stop, so there was confusion there. And as soon as the officer tried to grab the car, he came to a complete stop by the golf course. And then they just ripped him out. Multiple eyewitnesses are apparently attesting that Scheffler did absolutely nothing wrong. And, Louisville police don't have a great track record. Just look into it. They don't have a great track record with handling situations in the best way possible or even remotely to a good way possible. Now, the police, like I said, they're trumping up these crazy charges. So he was charged with, second-degree assault of a police officer, third-degree criminal mischief, reckless driving, and disregarding traffic signals for an officer. Typical police bullshit. Let's just throw on a million extra charges. Do I think maybe there was some confusion there and he disobeyed a traffic order? Maybe, possibly. Do I really think that a cop grabbed onto his car, he then accelerated his car to cause the officer to get dragged by his car? There's no shot. I find this insane to believe. Why would he do that? He's trying to get to the golf course. It's not like he's golfing imminently. The tournament was pushed back an hour. Now PGA came out. their statement was kind of just whatever. We're going to let the criminal process play out. First and foremost, the condolences, to the person who lost their life, who was a PGA employee. But this is a bizarre situation, wild. I woke up this morning like, what happened? What is going on? Just kind of a crazy all around scenario. It seems like Scheffler really didn't do anything. There was slight miscommunication. Well, clearly major miscommunication on what was going on, and the police way overreacted to this. But maybe the body cam footage, maybe the police had body cams on. We'll see something different. I doubt it. And so then it'll be like he said, she said, and I don't know. It's just kind of a whole weird situation. Like I said, there was a lot of eyewitnesses attesting to that there was no issues. But how did this affect the number one golfer in the world, Scheffler? Well, he came out and had a monster day, shooting a 5 under, finds himself tied for third at 9 back on the tournament. So a big day for Scheffler. He had some post, round comments, talked about the situation. He really didn't give us much, just saying it was a complete misunderstanding. That was the statement he released this morning, kind of reiterated that. But they're coming. Let's see. Schauffele still has to finish his round today. He's through 4, but some big numbers at the top of the leaderboard. Should be a fun weekend all around at Valhalla. But yeah, an absurdly bizarre story where the number one golfer in the world was arrested and booked in Louisville. And just for good measure, here's his mugshot. Do you think anybody thought, hey, do we really need to do this with him? Clearly they didn't know who he is, but hey, it is what it is, and it's a bad look if they are full of shit. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Just a wild story. If you haven't already, drop a quick like on this video. Hit that thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. We got new sports content every single day. If you want to support the channel more, sign up for a channel membership. You get all sorts of cool perks, exclusive access to videos, early access to videos. Help support me, allows me to keep making this great content for you guys every single day. Again, like, subscribe, and share, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.